Today's video is all about this. It's a saxophone made in Romania. Today I'm going to be checking out this. It's an Arta Guban. It's a Luxor Solo and it's a tenor saxophone that was made in Romania. Now I'm sure there's quite a lot of people out there thinking, who the hell's Arta Guban? Did Romania make saxophones? And are a little bit confused. And the answer is, yes, they did. And here is one in my grubby paws, as usual. And I can show you now, it has these typical nickel silver keys with this brass body, which was quite popular back in the 60s and 70s. So that's why I'm dating it to that era. Although I could just check the serial number, I guess. Yeah, I could just do that. That would be much easier. And it feels like an intermediate sort of horn. It does feel a little bit more spread, although it's not too spread. It doesn't feel like, say, a Yamaha or some modern horn like a Yanagisawa or something similar. It does feel very consistent with these 60s and 70s horns, which were intermediate level. I always say something like, it's like driving a different car. Once you get used to it, it's okay. So let's have a closer look around this tenor. Ta-da! There it is, the Arta Guban Luxor Solo. And that's what it says right on the bell here, Luxor Solo. And here we have some very nice engraving all the way up the bow and to the bell here. Look at that. Very stylish, very elaborate. Now that's quite an interesting body to bell brace there. Looks very nice. Well, I think it looks nice. And there we go. It has no high F sharp. Personally, I prefer that, but a lot of people like the high F sharp. I use the front auxiliary. That works great for me. So going up the key work here, you have these little extensions on the F and the D key just there. And there's your left hand key work. Now these look like typical 60s and 70s elongated palm keys. I think look quite cool. And there's my little friend, the octave key, doing its octave things. Octave, 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 octave. Now check out this key guard. See-through, transparent, plastic, or whatever it is. Looks quite cool. I like it. And then you've got this nice little pinky cluster here. All the rollers working really nice. It works absolutely fine. It just takes a few seconds to get used to, as it does with all horns. And looking at the neck, you can see the angle is quite low. It's not uncomfortable, it's actually okay. It just takes a few seconds to get used to. And there's my mouthpiece, ready to make a noise on it. So that was a quick glance around the Arta Guban Luxor Solo tenor saxophone. Let's have a listen to what it sounds like, and I'll catch you lot after the demo. So there you go, something a bit different today. This Arta Guban tenor saxophone. It was interesting to play, and I don't mean interesting bad. And the tone is really nice and gritty and gutsy. This would be very, very good in, say, like an R&B sort of setting, a good rock and roll or a blues horn, or just a horn that you want to blast and make some noise on. It was much better than I expected, and yeah, it's not, let's just say, a refined horn like, say, a Selmer, Yanagisawa, you know the sort of brands I'm talking about. It's definitely a fun party horn. It's very interesting, and it has some really nice little features. And check out the sound here. That rings really well. Although I did adjust it and set it up, it does ring very well. But as I mentioned, it takes a little bit getting used to the key work. Yeah, about 3 times. And the key work is not so bad once you get used to it. But that's just my view on this Arta Guban Luxor Solo tenor saxophone. I think it's actually quite a fun horn, and I'm pleased that I put the effort in to get used to the key work and to get this adjusted and set up right. It's quite an interesting tenor with a nice rock and roll sort of sound. Anyway, if this video has been useful to you, I want you to do me a huge favour. Get your little finger, click on the like button, and if you want to subscribe, that's absolutely free. Put a big smile on my stupid head, and that'll be a good thing to do, because that inspires me to make more videos for you lot out there. Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you, and I'm going to have a hoot on this rock and roll beast. See you later. Bye bye.